I think I speak for all of Gator Nation when I say this is a big weekend. It's a big weekend in a lot of ways. One, it's the opportunity to win 6 games to prove Baker's wrong, go over 5.5, clinch a bowl game as well to win first time in black uniforms, right? To get Gator Nation from driving off a cliff because the entire world, the world is falling, the sky is falling constantly as from a Florida Gator fan base because everything's just a shit show currently. If you feel the pulse going around, so it's a big weekend to get things back on track after the loss to Georgia. But it's also a big weekend because there's going to be a lot of big time recruits there, and it's also going to be there's only one more time, excuse me, after this weekend to have a lot of big time recruits in the swamp to get the atmosphere, to feel what it's like to play in front of 90,000 strong when it's going bananas. And look, although it is a noon game, it's going to be special because it is the first time for the Black Unis. Like the energy to be fantastic. Thankfully, it's going to be a nice little cool fall breeze on this Saturday afternoon. Could creep up to the low 80s, so it could get a little toasty there from time to time in the black uniforms. Would love to see this thing under the lights or at least a 3:30 game, but I digress. But it is going to be a big time weekend. And then, of course, you've got Florida State, which I'd expect you pack that bad boy with as many recruits as you possibly can. If you got guys that are on the fence, thinking about it, wondering about it, maybe they didn't even think Florida was an opportunity, you get them in there and slam that bad boy full. I want the whole student section full of recruits come that Florida State weekend. But for this weekend thus far, the big time names that I'm looking at is Jeremiah Smith. Obviously, everyone is talking about it. It's the moment we stop thinking about him, right? We go, okay, there's no way that happens. He comes like, hey, what's up, guys? It's cool if I hang out. It's like a toxic girlfriend. You know what I mean? She's like, this isn't good. It's complicated. I need time to myself. And then we start to find ourselves. We get stronger. You know what? I don't need her. I'm good. And then she comes knocking on our door again, looking like a 10, looking like a little snack. And you're like, you know what? I can dabble back into this. That's the relationship thus far with Jeremiah Smith. It's not healthy by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm here for it. When you have the number one recruit, it's just, your heads are going to turn. So anytime you have the number one recruit in there and you're able to talk to him and get in his ear, it's going to be a good thing. So what does it mean? I don't know. Maybe he just wants to come hang out, watch a game of the swamp, watch the blackout game, see how clean the uniforms look. I don't know. But I love the fact that we get one more opportunity to see if we can close the door on him and snatch one away from Ohio State and Brian Hartline. Maybe Hartline is looking to take over the Michigan job when Harbaugh leaves. I don't know. I'm reaching here, but a boy can dream. Next on the list is 3-star running back Jaden Ball. He's currently committed to Arkansas. We sent him an offer shortly after we lost the young man that committed, Chauncey Bowens, to Georgia. And that's somebody who I've kind of kept an eye on, feeling that we would have a great opportunity to flip. It is kind of ironic, right? He's committed to Arkansas. We're playing Arkansas, and he's coming to watch the game on the Gator side, right? So he's going to see a little bit of best of both worlds. And he could possibly be seeing the coach of his current team get relieved of his duties after tomorrow if things go in the favor of the Florida Gators. So I've been saying I like to see a commit come out of this weekend, and he's going to be the name that I've circled of a possibility of committing to the Florida Gators after this weekend. It is somebody they have been heavily pursuing for quite some time, and I expect us, if they want him bad enough, we're going to close it, because getting a second running back is a must in this class. I know Jarrett Gibson's name's been tossed around a few times. Texas seems to have him locked down pretty well. And another kid, Lacey, just decommitted from Nebraska, but it appears he's got other interests in mind at the moment. So this Jaden Ball kid seems to be a hot commodity for the Florida Gators. So keep an eye on that name over the next few days here as the Florida Gators match up against, obviously, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Next is going to be Xavier Mincy. Now, Xavier Mincy, we felt good about him. We've got a crystal ball for him months ago. He's obviously the teammate of LJ McCray, 5-star defensive lineman who did not commit to Florida State, but committed to Florida Gators, will be there this weekend. But he's said multiple times he'll silently commit somewhere, but will not come out, speak publicly, and tell anybody he's committed to until January or February, I believe. So we're not going to hear anything from him, even if he has a great weekend. Feels really good about it. Don't see him making any noise this weekend. Then you've got 4-star safety Jordan Pride. He is somebody who's committed to Michigan State. He's been in the noise with Florida. He was been in the noise with Florida State. This name is slowly coming back up once again. It felt like we kind of went away from it, but now he's coming back. He's supposed to visit, so we'll kind of keep an eye on that. Sometimes these kids get a last-minute offer to go elsewhere, but currently he is set to visit the Florida Gators. And then you've got 4-star Jameer Grimsley. Now, this is somebody that has been high on our list. We've talked about him almost every single show because all of a sudden he came out of nowhere when Connor Clark came on, brought him up. Feels good about this. The relationship's building. He's also plays with TJ Moore, 4-star wide receiver who committed to Clemson. There's a possibility that he will be visiting as well. Been a lot of noise behind that. That one I would love to see if we could flip TJ Moore from Clemson, because we see what's going on with Clemson and Dabo. Florida fans think that Florida's on fire. Clemson's in a whole another level of debauchery over there right now with what's going on. So could be a massive, little 1-2 punch with Jameer and TJ Moore. But Jameer is also looking to have an official visit in December. So I don't expect him to make any noise this weekend. Only shop around, do some looking, and kind of get some feelers out there. But could be a possibility that TJ Moore likes what he sees more so if he does come and we're able to land him. Obviously, a lot of Gator commits are going to be there as well, like Miles Graham, Darius Hayes, LJ McCray, Kanan Daniels, Fletcher Westfall, Amir Jackson. So a lot of those guys, which I keep talking about, it's great to see all of them continue to go all the games, building up that relationship. And also, you've got a slew of guys that are going to be helping you recruit alongside of the other guys that are going to be visiting as well. Few 2025 guys as well will be there for this weekend. So look, like I said at the beginning of the show, big weekend all around. Got to get the W. Got a big weekend wearing all black. Salute to our veterans. And then, of course, just a massive recruiting haul. And it's a possibility where you're going to, put the coach into the grave, a head coach into the grave, and Sam Pittman could be his last coaching job if Florida can handle things right. Maybe on the way out when they shake hands, Billy can kind of give old Pittman a little pitch of, hey, this doesn't look good at Arkansas, but the other side over here looks pretty good for offensive line coach. You want to give me a call, big guy? I know you do a good job with that. So wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Please, Sam, we need you. Boys and girls, I love you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Smash the like, smash the sub button, and let me know in the comments, who do you want to land this weekend out of the ones that I gave you? I know you don't throw the Jeremiah Smith or nonsense out there. Maybe it's a possibility, but what names do you feel out of that I gave you? Do you feel good about landing this weekend, or would like to see land maybe in the next few weeks because of how great this visit is? Smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace.